Okay, so this is week 3 of the college algebra course, and let's go ahead and start talking about week 3. So if you go to your Canvas course and go to the table, you'll see week 3 here. Notice that I have information right here for quiz 1. So quiz 1 is due on Wednesday, September 15th, and you need to go to week 3 agenda to see more information about quiz 1, and the link is located at the top of the agenda. Now, if you want to look at the study guide, so if you click here in the study guide for quiz 1, let's go ahead and do that. It's going to download, and then this is the study guide for quiz 1. So make sure you're looking at this study guide. All right, so now let's go to week 3. So I'm going to click on week 3, and at the top, again, here's information for quiz 1. So quiz 1 covers sections 1.1 through 1.4, and the math department set it up to where you have 2 attempts. After the first attempt, make sure you study the items that were on the first attempt, then take the second attempt. Both attempts will close at 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, September 15th. Canvas, the score that's recorded will be the better of the 2 scores. So again, here's the access to the study guide, which you just saw, and then you're going to go here to access the quiz. Okay, so remember, you already need Proctorio, and you need to have already purchased the Noon Alta um, package that you use to take the Noon Alta assignments. Okay, so for this week, we're going to look at a few topics, and then the next week we'll continue on with these topics. But on Monday and or Tuesday, and again, I broke it up into manageable parts. So I broke it up into 3 days for you to be able to manage this week. So we're going to talk about linear and compound inequalities. So for Monday, you go here. If you click on this, this is the videos, the lessons for solving linear inequalities. So I'm going to go back. And this is the worksheet, practice worksheet for this lesson. Now notice it says this worksheet is not graded, so did not submit. Now you still need to do it because we've talked about this before. Even the worksheets that are not graded, those topics could be on quizzes, they could be on tests, and they could be on the final exam. So if you click on this link to that worksheet, you will notice that I did put for fall 2021, this worksheet is not graded, did not submit. And so notice you're not going to see a submit button for your work here. All right, it's not available because it's not to be turned in. So I'm going to go back. And then on Wednesday, we're going to continue talking about linear and compound inequalities, in particular, though, compound inequalities. So if you click on this lesson right here, notice there are some lessons here, and it says this. It is important that you study the first 2 lessons. If you have time, then study lessons 3 and 4. Lessons 1 and 2 discuss 2 approaches for solving these compound inequalities. It is very important that you know both approaches. So lessons 1 and 2. All right, if you have time, make sure you look at lessons 3 and 4 as well. All right, so then I'm going to go back, and so these are the worksheets that deal with compound inequalities. Notice the first one, worksheet 1, this is not graded, do not submit. Do you still have to do it? Yes, you still have to do it. This could be on a quiz, test, final exam. All right, it's up to you whether you do it or not, but you're still responsible for everything in this course. Now, here's what's graded though. So if you go to topic 7, part B, worksheet 2, see it says submit work here when completed. This is graded, and this is due Sunday, September 12th. So if I click on that, you'll get the access to the worksheet here. Okay, so then I'm going to go back. Oh, and by the way, just to remind you, so you see it's graded, right? So you see start assignment right here where you submit. All right, so that's where you go. All right, so I'm going to go back, and Then, oh, and so once you've studied section 1.5, once you study section 1.5, which deals with linear and compound inequalities, then you're going to go here. You're going to go here to start the new Alta assignment. All right, and if you need more videos, you go here. So these are BRCC YouTube videos that are there as well if you need to look at more videos. And then don't forget your weekly attendance. You're going to go here, and you're going to go here to submit your attendance, and this is available until Sunday, September 12th. Now on Friday, we're going to start talking about polynomial inequalities. And for this one, you're going to focus on quadratic inequalities. So here are the lessons for quadratic inequalities. So there are 3 lessons here. It's very important you look at all 3 because I broke it down into problems. So the first lesson talks about the procedure, the algebraic procedure for solving quadratic inequalities. So it's more of a discussion here. Then, and it talks about problem number 1, and then problems 2 through 5 are the second lesson, and then problems 6 through 9 are the is in the third lesson. And notice I do have all the notes there for you as well. So let's go back, and then if you click on the worksheet, go here. I want you to notice right here it says make sure you know what the work should look like. If you turn in work that is not what I'm looking for, you will lose most points even though you have the correct solution. So see below what the work should look like, and the work is the same as those lessons you just saw. So if I go to the one right here, see where it says go here to see what the work should look like, click on that, download it, and this is what I'm looking for. So in those lessons, you will see that little table here where I list all the critical values, and the test points were in parentheses, and you determine whether the interval was positive or negative. Okay, so make sure you're looking at those lessons. This is on one of your quizzes, and it could possibly be on a final exam. Sometimes they have this on the final exam. All right, so now let me go back, and here's a worksheet that goes with it. Um, so that is what you're going to look at for week 3. All right, and week 4, the following week, is we're going to talk about rational inequalities, and then we're going to talk about absolute value equations and absolute value inequalities. So that is weeks 3 and 4. Okay. All right. Now, one other thing I wanted to tell you, I'm going to go back to the home page, and so week 2, and I kept extending the deadlines for those worksheets that were due on Sunday. I think it was Sunday, August 29th or so. So those worksheets, and I think there were 4 worksheets. So you got to go through there and see which ones, the ones that say are graded, that need to be submitted. So make sure you go there to complete those worksheets. Those worksheets from week 2 that were due on that Sunday of the storm. Those are due by this Friday, September, whatever day Friday is. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, September 10th. Okay. All right. So let me go back to home. So don't forget to continue working on your Newton Alta assignments. They are. I know that most of you are trying to get 100%. Don't spend too many hours on these assignments. Just move on because you're gonna fall behind. So you can start an assignment, a new Alta, and then continue, and then go to another one, and then come back. So just keep that in mind as you do this. But the deadline for the first one, I think. Let me go to assignments just to check something. The deadline for the first one, for the new Alta assignment, is let's see. I'm in student view. So it's right here, upcoming assignments. So the deadline is September 10th for section 1.1, and then section 1.2 September 10th as well. So make sure you're working on these assignments. Don't fall behind on these assignments, on these Alta assignments, because it could take some hours for some of you to try and get 100%. Just move on, because you don't want to fall behind, because we are in section at this point 1.6 in the course. Okay. All right. So I think that is all I wanted to say in terms of beginning of week 3. So I will stop it here.